Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to another Get Ready With Me. My name is Courtney Leach Hensley, and today we are finally getting to some fall makeup. I'm pretending there's something going on in my head. All right, so if you know me, you know that I am not going to go a fall season without doing a pumpkin spice look. And to be honest, most of the time I have already done it by now. Like as soon as Starbucks is dropping their freaking menu, I am like, ma'am, let us do some pumpkin spice. But this year, a little different. There's been a few extra things going on about the town. So today is the day that I'm finally getting to pumpkin spice. It would not be a fall look if I didn't use my absolute favorite orange, because I don't want to say it's my favorite Synergence color because I have a lot of favorites, but orange wise, fall wise, this is by far my favorite. It is the perfect pumpkin orange. As you can see, it's got a gorgeous, gorgeous gold glitter, which I'm hoping shows up on camera. And it's just, I don't know, I feel like it's so good for all eye colors, all skin tones. It's just, perfection. As you first saw, I took a fluffier brush and just wiped it all over my eye. I didn't apply it directly, the ShadowSense directly to my lid like I usually do. I wanted to just diffuse it, I guess, because I also feel like with this color, which is Goldstone Shimmer, if it's diffused, you really get the gold flecks that come out. So I wanted to start with that. But because I love the orange, and I mean, like, look, I have blue eyes. Orange is across the color wheel from blue, so it makes blue stand out. I mean, like, look at the difference. So here it is with the orange, without the orange. Look how much bluer my eye looks. So good. I also had originally thought with this that I was going to do something a little like cooler toned because I'm just kind of in this cool toned space. But alas, here we are working with a warm toned brown. I'm going to pull a little bit of cool in here because I just want to. But yeah, we're definitely going to do a little bit of warm. Also, I'd like to note the craziness that is behind me. My spare room slash studio has kind of turned into a catch-all. But also, at the same time, my son was kind of cleaning out his room. He wanted to get some things cleaned up, straightened up, taken care of. So he just dropped a bunch of stuff in here. So I'm actually more proud of him for wanting to get his room cleaned up than I care about this crazy mess. I just thought I'd explain it. So what I just did here, actually also, I did forget a step to tell you. I took my packing brush, if you will, again, swiped it onto the wand instead of applying it directly to my eye and just patted it into my lid to help that orange just kind of stand out a little bit more. And then I took one of my other favorite brushes here. It's a really good blending brush, and as you saw originally I put a little too much on, and I'm just buffing. We're bringing it up the brow bone, kind of warming up this orange a little bit. This is French Toast, pretty certain it's still available. It does have an orange tone to the brown, which is why I really didn't care that Goldstone Shimmer had come up onto the brown brow bone. But let's just try to adjust some of the Eton eye up here. add a little bit more of this Goldstone Shimmer that I have left on my brush and just kind of tap that bad boy in. I'm gonna take, kind of excited, I wasn't originally planning on this, but I saw this gold liner, it's also by Cinegence, in my kit, and I was like, oh hey, hold on a second. Let's use this guy here, kind of brighten up this inner corner, and to just kind of help bring out some of that gold glitter that I have in here. I think this, no, actually I want to use that brush for something else. We'll just keep using our finger. So I'm just gonna, like, flicking motions almost to kind of pull into the eyelid. And I'm just gonna kind of tap it. And I may go in and add a little bit more once I get my eyeliner on. I took a black brown liner, and now I'm gonna take Bronze Taupe Glowify Stick because I love this. I kind of want to smoke out the eye a little bit. So I'm gonna just run it over this black brown liner. I'm still trying to decide how I want like my under eye to look, which is also why I haven't really pulled any of the shadow underneath. I don't know if you've caught that. If you've been around long enough to know what I typically do. So we've got this, and now I'm going to take this brush that I put down. It's kind of it's rounded, it's a dome, it's pretty dense. It's not really packing, but it's also not really a smudge brush, but we're going to kind of use it as a smudge brush. So I can kind of give a little bit of a smoky effect, if you will. And this is where the cool tone is coming in that I mentioned, that I said I wanted to draw in a little bit of the cool tone. Bronze tends to be a little, unless you're doing like a yellow bronze, it does tend to be a little bit of a cooler shade. And then the fact that it's kind of got a taupe mixed in also just really pulls in that whole cool tone. I kind of like it. It's definitely different. It does contrast that French toast up here, but I'm sure I will make this work. 9 times out of 10, actually 10 times out of 10. I don't practice my looks before. I have the idea in my head. I know what colors I want. I have generally an idea of how I'm going to place them, and then I just record. So like today, right now, I'm kind of figuring out how I want things to lay because I did not plan it in the beginning. So I think I am going to take a little bit more of this black brown, just kind of hit that waterline, help smoke it out just a little bit more. I don't think I want to do any more with the gold. I just wanted that to be just a subtle accent, just like I said, to kind of help pull out the golden glitter. Just gonna lightly rub this on, take that buffing brush, smudging brush, kind of blend all that out. Okay, I can kind of see what I'm going for here. This looks pumpkin spicy, right? We've got our orange, which is the pumpkin. We've got the warm toned brown, which is just screaming fall. And we've just got some more of a bronzed color, which I kind of feel like helps bring out like what would be, I don't know, like cinnamon or nutmeg, even though those are kind of warm tone colors too. We're just maybe dirt because it's kind of dreary out. I don't know. I'm just trying to make this work. Let me do the brows here. Get some mascara on. I'm going to quick finish this other eye, and then we'll talk about the rest of the look. Brows are done. Eyes are finished. Blush is on. Yes, I did my blush too. You could absolutely 100% use Goldstone Shimmer as your blush. It would be a gorgeous orange. I've done it before, but we all know that I have a favorite blush. And it doesn't come, it's not available anymore. So like, I'm just trying to use it. It also goes with like the colors that work for your rising sign. And so I have to use it. But however, if you want a substitute, the Strawberry Cream Hydra Matte or LipSense cream, sorry, one of these days I'll get it right, is the closest option. But again, you can absolutely use Goldstone Shimmer. It is a beautiful, beautiful blush. Now you're probably like, Courtney, why are half of your lips done? Because I was testing it out. I mean, I've got it on my hand, very sheer, but I wasn't sure if it was what I wanted or if I was going to like it. And so I only did half my face, well, half my lips. So I do like it, which means we're going to do it. I lined my lips, so I used all LipSense. So we've got our 3 layers that we will need to do of each color. I lined with Amber Spice, and honestly, you guys, I don't use this color much, and I don't usually use it until fall when I do use it. And every time I put it on, I'm like, oh, shit, that's right. I do like this color. I love it. It's so pretty. It's a brown, but it's got a pinky tone to it, so it's not a straight brown, because I do not like straight browns on me. So I lined with that, and then I filled in with Nutmeg, which is, they're both shimmers, and I don't usually line my lips with a shimmer, but this one isn't as high of a shimmer as what Nutmeg is. Nutmeg is definitely like your orange color. Together, I mean, I don't feel like you notice the orange quite as much. Yes, I'm making a lot of noise with these because you do have to shake them up really well to make sure that the color and everything is mixed together. So let us go ahead and line our lips. I may or may not really worry about showing you that. Well, let me just let's at least show you what I'm doing, so then that way you at least can see it. You'll probably hear some music in the background because, yes, I am also doing a reel, so a quick shortened version of this, and I do have some Halloween music with it, which is also what I keep touching over here, if you happen to notice me leaning this way. So you'll probably notice just a touch of some Halloween music, and I probably should have turned my phone down, but I didn't. But let's go. Here we go. Let's do this. We're gonna start with lining with Amber Spice, 3 layers of that, and then I'm going to go in and do Nutmeg. Here are the 3 layers of Amber Spice as the liner. I mean, no words. No words. I did overline a little bit, which I don't usually do too much with LipSense, but I did in this case. And I didn't really fill in the sides, like I didn't add that super ombre. I just kind of used the flat part of the doe foot to just kind of line. So whatever went on my lips, went on my lips. And now I'm gonna fill in completely with Nutmeg. I will do definitely where I don't have it, and I'm gonna blend it in a little bit into where I already have Amber Spice. And then I'm going to actually seal it with Satin Matte. Yeah, Satin Matte. Even though it's a shimmer and I do typically like a shiny gloss, I don't know, there was just something that I'm like, let me just go ahead and do the Satin Matte because I actually do really like this matte gloss. Sealed it all in with satin matte. Went back over. I always forget, honestly, when I overline to get those points. Hi, dear. If you hear a noise, like a buzzing sound, that's my husband outside, weed whacking, knowing that I'm in here filming. But anyway, here is my completed pumpkin spice look. Sorry, it has taken me a minute to get here, but hey, we're finally here. Warm tones. I love oranges. I love browns. Like, this is my season. Oh my gosh. I just love the colors, the tones of fall. Nothing makes my heart happier. But yeah, it wouldn't be a fall if I didn't do a pumpkin spice look for you guys. So here it is. I will make sure to link the products in my bio. And yeah, so here is pumpkin spice, first fall look of the season. I don't know how many fall looks I'm going to get in this season. It's been crazy because if you've been following along for a hot minute on any of my socials, I kind of started something this summer. And it's taken up a lot of my time. Like, a lot of my time. So yeah, more of that will be revealed. But yeah, keep an eye out for a little thing called Ride and Rogue Cosmetics. And yeah, so here is pumpkin spice fall look number 1 for you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell so you don't miss any of the videos. And I will see you in the next Get Ready With Me. Bye!